Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Conversations on the Rocks. It's your boy Ice back again,
and your boy Las Vegas,
and we here for another one, episode number 4 already. Can't even believe it, but we here. Thank everybody for subscribing, tuning in, checking in, and giving us that valuable feedback. But yeah, we about to get in, as you know, our first segment, which is opening shots. You see, we was bringing on some white today and shit, had to switch it up. But for the first segment, opening shot, we're gonna talk about relationships. We got to talking about if whether or not we feel like, do women or men cheat more. So kind of like my viewpoint, I feel like there's been a role reversal within the past, say several years now, between men and women. I feel like women are the new men and dudes are the new women. And what I mean by that is, I feel like dudes are more emotional now, more in their feelings, and I feel like women are like kind of taking the lead role. They're not worried about having to need a man or want a man, and I feel like, just from my vantage point and people that I've talked to and been around, I feel like women are a bit more promiscuous, I guess, or more out there than they have been in the past. You know, you hear things like hot girl summer, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So that's kind of like my opinion. I feel as though there's a role reversal and there's a bit of a switch from when I guess men used to be out and going to get women. Now, of course, that still happens, right? But I feel like more women are not worried about the stigma, if you will, of having more than one man or dealing with more than one man. But what's your feel on how you feel about everything?
I absolutely, definitely feel like women cheat more than men.
Yeah.
Like, I just think they're not as easy to get caught. Like, you know, women are slick. They got their game together. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, we're not fucking ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely somebody, whatever like that. But yeah, I definitely think that women cheat more, and I can't even agree with what you said as far as like the whole role that's changed.
Role reversal,
yeah, that role reversal. I think that's really true. Honestly, like you said, it's a lot of women that, you know, Beyonce did it, the Beehive, all that shit, you know. Don't need a man, everything to the left, get all this shit, you know. Yeah, so yeah.
Kind of with that topic, I feel as though, and if women feel more empowered to have more than one, I guess there's nothing wrong with it. I guess men been doing it for forever. Right. You know what I mean? I think as long as both parties in any situation understand and there's an open line of communication and y'all both have an agreement that that's what it is, then to each his own, you know what I mean?
Like swingers, I like y'all.
Right. So, but that kind of leads me into like when you sometimes when you deal with a bunch of people, you know what I mean? You may have a side chick or a side dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? What would you ever be, in your opinion, would you ever be a side dude? Like, is that something, or have you ever been a side dude before?
Well, yes and yes. Okay. Hey man, yeah, I've been a side dude before, you know what I'm saying? And ladies, if you're looking for one, hit me, you know what I mean? We will talk about this, but yeah, I didn't have a problem with being a side nigga. Like, I didn't have to worry about listening to your problems, caring about what's going on with your workplace, because that's not my job. You know what I'm saying? I said I didn't really have to remember your birthday, but if he forgot and then you just happen to pop up over there, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought there was a lot of advantages. And then, you know, the time spent, you know what I'm saying? She can't always be up your ass and looking, you know, knocking on your door and all this shit, because your man looking for you. So, I ain't got no problem being a side nigga. Again, ladies, I mean, put me down, you know what I mean?
But yeah,
you want to be that side nigga? You look like you be that side. You can be that side.
What I be? I think it just depends. You know what I mean?
You a good dude though, man.
guess it ain't nothing I'm trying to like be in my life. Like that's like a goal. You know what I mean? I've probably been a side dude before. You know what I'm saying? Just
Right. See, that's the worst. See, that's that. Ladies, don't do that shit. Let a nigga know if he's a side nigga or what.
Right.
Cause he's out here bragging. Right. He's out here bragging, talking about, you know, me and Tanisha together. Nigga, you sure? Cause I've never seen a post, a picture, nothing. Like, let a nigga know when he's a side nigga.
Right. Now I agree. But I feel as though I think it depends with me. I think I could be. You know what I mean? But I think everything will have its time. Like how long? What's the length of time that you can be a side dude? You know what I mean? Like, does it expire after a couple of years?
No,
like,
I don't.
People out there with side dudes for 10 years and shit. You know?
Well, August fucked that up for some of us. You know. Golly, I don't know. I mean, like you said, I guess that's a mutual agreement. Like you can stay around as long as you want. I guess. You know. I mean,
so that kind of gets me to for everybody who may not know what a side dude is or a side chick is. Maybe we should break down like what that kind of entails, right? So somebody's in a relationship, a full-blown committed relationship. Let's say it's the woman in this case. She may not be happy in the relationship, so she would go get a side dude. And the reason being, he can please her, you can take her out, have fun, you know what I mean, whatever, for that weekend or that period of time. And then she go back to her husband, back to normal life, and then whenever she gets tired, wants him again for whatever reason. You know
attention,
what I mean?
That's really all it is.
Yeah.
It's just attention. It's just everything that you lacking at home, you came and got it from me.
Right. So I don't know, like, I can see myself. I mean, I'm not saying that I won't ever be a side dude again. Like, who knows how life will end up? You know what I mean? But I don't know. It has to work itself out. And I feel like, I think for real, I think side relationship only, can last a certain amount of time because I feel like feelings get involved. You know what I mean? From either side.
Yeah.
From the woman, the man, whatever. You know what I mean? They want to have more of that. You know what I mean? So
that's how you get them stalkers. Them niggas stalking you outside your bushes, climbing over trees, and all this other good stuff, man. Yeah. Showing up at your job. That'll get you fucked up. That'll get you fucked up.
That's opening shots, man. We're definitely going to have more conversations about relationships. So send us all your relationship ideas, questions, concerns, topics you want us to discuss on Conversations with the Rock. Alright, we about to get into our next segment, which is the entertainment update. And I know everybody probably was asking about, man, wasn't it the hip-hop culture update, then now it's the entertainment update? Yes, motherfucker, it is. We still trying to figure this out. So we figured that entertainment update, unless y'all got a better name out there, we always trying to make everything better for y'all, the fans out there. We feel like we could put more into this particular segment. So that's why we called it entertainment update. So as we always do, we're going to take a shot and get right into it. And first off the break, everybody's probably been, well, some people probably have heard about it. It's just a wild story. Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, they were in a car and somehow Megan Thee Stallion got shot in the toe. So, come to find out, she went to the hospital, right after that, and I guess the police was trying to get her side of the story. I guess she didn't want to tell too much, or you know, sometimes the rappers just like, nah, you didn't catch me snitching, blah blah blah. But from what all the sources and all the stories that I read, it seems as though, I guess it was some type of altercation. It almost reminds me of Chris Brown, Rihanna style, in a car, you know what I mean? And Tory Lanez, he got arrested with the gun, and I'm not sure, he bailed out, or bonded out or whatever, but yeah, he was arrested with the gun, and everybody said that he shot Megan Thee Stallion. I actually saw a report where they, like earlier that day, they were all together at a pool. Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, and Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, I think it was Kylie Jenner's house, I believe they
did that. They were in a pool, and you could see they were putting something on Snapchat or IG or something. And you can see in the snap in the IG video or whatever, Megan Thee Stallion, she's in the pool, Kylie's right there, you know what I'm saying, they fixing her hair, looking good or whatever, and Tory Lanez kind of swims up and was like trying to take pictures with him, and Megan Thee Stallion was like, Tory, don't get my phone wet, you know what I mean? Fast forward, you hear this story,
Right.
and they lock him up, and because he had a gun on him, after I guess police were called to the scene. So it's a wild story. Unfortunate to hear. Luckily, you know what I'm saying, everybody's safe and healthy, and you know what I mean. But yeah.
That was a wild story, man. What's going on with niggas, man? What's going on? First August coming out now. Sorry, shoot, Megan, you shot Megan Thee Stallion, nigga. Well, obviously, Tori, she don't want the short ass nigga. I didn't even know you was that small. God damn, nigga. I thought I was small. Nigga, you small, man. And he shot it. He shot a pinky toe off, nigga. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. Like you said, luckily Megan is okay, because this could have really went left. As far as Tory, like, hey, nigga, every bitch don't want you, bro. It's okay. It's okay, you know what I'm saying? Short niggas is coming back, man. We here. Don't worry about it, bro. There's somebody out there for you. It just wasn't her. So you don't shoot the bitch. Like, damn. Like, you shot her in the foot. Who does that? Like, you just not gonna leave, so bye. You gonna shoot in the foot? Come on, man. Yeah. Not cool at all. And he shot Megan. Boo-boo. Got you, calm. I'll beat that nigga ass, okay?
Yeah, it was a wild story. And everybody had their 2 cents on it. I guess some of the two, like we do, we're talking about it. We had to talk about it because it's just so wild of a story. And Megan Thee Stallion, she's a great rapper, hot on fire, you know what I mean, and means a lot to the culture. But other people wanted to chime in, like Drea. She was on, I guess, her podcast, and she made a comment saying she wants a dude like that wants her so bad that
you shoot her.
That he wants to shoot her. So if there's any women out there who, if that's your type of energy, I don't want to be around you. You know what I mean? Keep it from me. If you want to get shot at or pistol whipped, like, that ain't the type of game I'm trying to play. But I know, to each his own. But yeah, man, it was just wild for her to say.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was ignorant and stupid. Like, you called it the Bobby and Whitney love story, and I want somebody to shoot me, bitch. You gonna shoot your ass, alright? What if that nigga's not shooting for your toe? I don't even know what Troy was aiming at. Like, I don't know what that was for. Like, you could die, shorty. Like, you want that type of love? If you want this nigga to kill you? Like, who says that? And then you want to come out there and apologize. Like, that's fucked up. And I heard they were supposed to, I heard Megan are actually supposed to be like friends, or, you know what I'm saying, been out together and all that stuff like that. So that was wild to say. Very, you know what I'm saying, poor judgment. I think, you know what I'm saying, like I said, we all had our own opinion, but to say, like, I want to be shot at, like, I mean, I've been stabbed, you know what I'm saying, but, like, to be shot at, like, I don't want that. I'm with you, I don't want that.
Keep that energy over there. Keep that extra drama energy. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
Maybe you should date Tory Lanez then.
Right, exactly.
You feel like
there
that?
You go. You might need somebody helping with his court cases. Go ahead and reach out to him. But yeah, it seems like everybody else, a lot of people wanted to chime in. I heard Chrissy Teigen, she mentioned something, something about, yeah, I have a really good Megan Thee Stallion joke, and she said, but I gotta twerk it out, or I'm twerking on it. I gotta twerk on it. And right now, it just didn't seem like it was great timing. I don't know if she's like a comedian or just wants to say funny stuff or whatever, but that comedic timing for that joke just wasn't, it's just a little maybe too early, you know what I mean? Let the toe heal a little bit, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
let the scars like heal themselves a little bit.
Cause she said she was really drafted. You know, I mean, I get it. You could have lost her, like, really. You know what I'm saying? So again, like, that was crazy. And then I think I also saw the video where they had her pulled out of the car. When they had actually walking out of the car when the police pulled up and stuff like that. So that was crazy. But like, yeah, some of those type of shots, I guess, are not really, wasn't really needed, like you said, at that time.
No pun intended.
Of course, yeah, because we were gonna talk about this regardless, but you know, some of that just wasn't ready for that, man. Like they don't need that. So.
And I think at this time it doesn't, like, she's a black woman who's going through things. I think with everything that's going on in the culture now, black people, black men, black women are needed. You know what I mean? To kind of like jump on her, and at this time when you feel like when she's probably at her lowest, or you know what I mean, in need of assistance and somebody to reach out, it ain't the time to kind of like joke on stuff like that, especially if the joke ain't good or it ain't funny. You know what I mean? So salute, shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean? Hopefully, when one day we'll have you on Conversations on the Rocks and you get home, you get well soon, speedy recovery.
Yeah, cause we gonna ask you about the Tory Lane shit.
Also, in the entertainment update, we wanted to talk about the versus battle, the latest versus battle, which was Snoop versus DMX. It was the dog battle. It was actually the most watched, most viewed battle so far for versus. So shout out to Swiss Beats and Timbo the King. It was great. Another one. I mean, it was amazing. And one of the things I really love about those battles is that the love that each artist has for one another. You know what I mean? And just going back and hearing some of those classics, seeing how great a host Snoop is and how funny they are, and DMX cracking jokes. It was cool to see. You know what I mean? And hopefully, I don't know what the next battle is gonna be, but I'm looking forward to it. And it just kind of gets you into that conversation of, who would you want to see in a battle? You know what I mean? We talked about this on a previous episode. But I wonder if they're going to ever get to a point where they get Jay-Z on there. You know what I mean?
I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that, like.
And then who would Jay-Z, like, who would be good enough to go as far as hits? I was thinking Drake too.
I ain't gonna lie, like those two right there.
A Drake, Jay-Z would be crazy.
Or, if not Drake, I don't know, like who else do you put up against like Jay-Z, honestly? I mean, it's a lot of great rappers, don't get me wrong, but like, who's like really up there with, I mean, he's got a long catalog too, you know, of maybe Wayne, I guess.
Oh yeah, Wayne would be a good joint. That would be a good joint. That's one of the only ones I could probably think about.
Probably Wayne, have to put Wayne on there.
Who else had a long string?
See, that's what I'm thinking. He could put LL on that joint.
You could, but I feel like there's probably two different eras. Like,
yeah.
some people
right.
be like,
yeah, like, I guess you're right, yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking that would be Wayne or Wayne.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, that would be dope.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, yeah, that would probably be crazy. Get y'all to hear
it. Go ahead and get that together, man. Do that
get some Wayne, yeah, that'd be good. But as far as the versus battle, I didn't get to see it. Of course, we also had a storm going on around that time, and I was just busy, but I missed it. But I did hear it was good. Yeah. I heard they couldn't really say who won. They said it was very, like you said, it was one of the best. Yeah. So
it was great. If y'all go check it out on YouTube. Versus with a Z, VERZUS, I believe, or ZUZ, something like that. TV. Also in entertainment, I know this happened a little while ago, but I know you wanted to talk about Nick Cannon. And him, he actually got fired from Viacom, got let go for some anti-Semitic statements he made.
Right. Yeah, so we were talking about the Nick Cannon getting fired, man. Like, that was crazy to me. I wanted to really talk about it because of everything that's going on right now. Like, that really showed racism. He made a comment on his show, speaking about basically saying like white people were like monsters and we're like black kings, and they didn't like that and they fired him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I mean, freedom of speech. I thought that was, you know, everybody had that, and it was on his show. And I mean, for you to get upset about that, like, that's like really crazy, and like that's some racist shit. That's some racism shit. Like, and it cancel like Wildin' Out. You know what I'm saying? Because that came with a big cast of a lot of comedians and everything like that, which is a good show. But P Diddy has reached out to him, wants to put him on Revolt. Also, Oprah Winfrey has reached out to him and wants to bring Wildin' Out over there. And I'm sure a lot of other people are gonna reach out to him. But they said that Fox did not fire Nick Cannon.
I did hear that.
The Masked, what is it? The Masked Singer.
Which is very popular.
Very popular. They did not get rid of him, so shout out to Fox for keeping Nick over there, man. That's really big. Plus, Nick's got that money, man. He's still spending Mariah's money, so he alright.
He although he gets joked and clowned about maybe his rap career or whatever, but he's made some sound business decisions. And I like how he like how he creates his contracts. He doesn't allow exclusivity where I can only be signed to Fox and I can't go to NBC whatever. That's very genius and smart. So he can be a host here, be on different channels. You know what I mean? But still working. So very wise dude. And I know he'll fall on his feet. So. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nick Cannon and
shout out to you, big
homie. Unfortunate, but maybe shit happened for a reason. You know what I mean? One door closes, another one opens, and maybe it's just time for him to start a new chapter and shit.
Yeah.
So, all right, we get into our last segment, which y'all know is called Last Call. You know what I mean? So we about to close up shop. And the first topic that we wanted to get into was. Talking about, does it still take a village to raise a kid? You know, back when we came up, you know what I mean, your next door neighbor, you know what I'm saying, the neighbor down the street will watch you, you know what I mean, or could whoop your ass, make sure you was alright, and all that. And I feel like we turned out good, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we turned out alright. And just the whole term of it takes a village, meaning it takes everybody to raise a respectful, producing, productive citizen in our community. You know what I mean? And what that means is it takes not only just the parents, but it takes the neighbors when the parents are at work to make sure that they ain't doing shit wilding out. It takes the teachers. It takes, you know what I mean, those who family members. You know what I mean, your sister, your cousin, go check on them kids and shit. You know what I mean? It takes the counselors at school. It takes like everybody in the community to make that child successful. You know what I mean? And so that's really what the statement, it takes a child, it takes a village to raise a child, comes from. And fast forwarding, you know what I mean, several years down to now, you know what I mean, when we have kids and shit, do you feel like, you know what I mean, it takes a kid, a village to raise a kid nowadays?
I think it does. Like you said, I think once everybody's involved, but of course, like the generation now, like, y'all some disrespectful motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all little niggas is out of the way bad out of pocket. But I think we do need to get back to that. But I think we only because like kids got so many rights now, like we can call CPS, like, nigga, boy, could you imagine calling CPS on mom? On mom? Like, you just called and they showed up at the door. You know how mad she'd have been?
Exactly.
Like, she'd have gave that, no, he's good, he's just acting up at school. Thanks, officer. Close that door. Boy, you know. You probably at the window like, you know what I'm saying? But they got too much, and I mean, you can get people locked up now, like you can press charges. So I think, like I said, this generation bad as hell. Y'all motherfuckers is bad as shit. Bad as shit. So yeah, but I think it does take a village. I think a lot of people are just scared to get into your business. And then also, the parents also can't be like, well, don't touch my child. Like, hey man, you're a little disrespectful ass child, need his ass whooped. If you ain't gonna do what I'm gonna do, I'm not going for it. I'm gonna keep his bad ass away from me. All right. So yeah, I think it does. I think we need to get back to that, but I think people are too scared. These kids got too many rights.
So I think I agree with you. I feel like it does. I just feel like it's a different day and age now, and things are shit is just different. You know, like what we did, and things that how we were raised back when we came up was way different. You know what I'm saying? Now, like, we used to love going outside when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? Kids and shit. We used to ride our bikes up and down Dale City, Dale Boulevard, all that, just to get around. Ain't have no cell phone, no technology. No. If a motherfucker didn't answer the phone when you called him, you just go ride your bike over there and sit over there. And you coming out. If not, then...
And be mad when you find out they really wasn't even home.
Exactly. But nowadays, you got kids, they want to stay in the house, they want to be on their tablets, their phones, they don't want to do much, you know what I mean? So, it's different, but I still think the thought behind it takes a village to raise a kid, I think the thought, like, it takes everything. That's still kind of I think it's there, and we still need a village to raise a kid, but it's so different now. I don't think we're a community like we used to be. You know what I mean? I'm not looking after your kids down the street, or you know what I mean. It's just different. And hopefully we can get back to that, you know what I mean? Hopefully with things that where it's like with COVID-19 and humanity's kind of changing, hopefully we get back to the point where we care about one another, you know what I mean? We actually ask people how we doing, we actually say hi and have a conversation, right? You know what I mean? So I'm not sure, but I feel like it's a little bit different than when we came up, you know what I mean? I feel like it was more homely, I feel like it was about family. And I will say, although like the younger kids, they may be wilding out or whatever, I'm sure that we probably was looked at as we was wilding out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So we still got to give them that game, we still got to give them that support, that say that, you know, we're here for you, and things of that nature. We just have to, I guess, be the change that we want to see, so.
Yeah,
but yeah, also kind of segueing from that point, as far as like the kids, they got schools opening back up in a lot of different places.
Right.
A lot of places is doing straight virtual learning. Some places doing a combination of virtual learning online and going into the schools to learn a couple of days. I know for Prince William County, I believe the first semester they're gonna do full virtual learning, and then think about what the next rest of the year will look like. I kind of felt like it would be something like that. It's unfortunate for the kids, because like they all being infected some way. Like if you graduating or you had prom or whatever, it's all being impacted. Or even like for example, my daughter, she's going to 10th grade this year. This is where you learn to drive.
Right.
So that will probably be impacted a bit because she can't go into fucking school. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, initially I kind of knew that they probably won't allow kids to go back to school, although I want that to happen, but I understand how the spread can go, and you know what I mean, kids can be carriers, and etc. etc. Right. But I feel like kids will miss the social skills of being in class,
that's what
and having relationships and friends and stuff like that.
I agree with you on that one. I also just feel like you know, like you said, the prom, everything like that. Mm-hmm. I just remember like just high school, middle school memories of, you know what I'm saying, what you used to do. So yeah. I think the kids are impacted a lot. And I'm like you, I'm just worried about their social skills, like how they're going to be able to maintain, because everything, like you said, is done online. And just like I was telling you, down in PG County, they're giving out laptops for all the kids. Also, they just collected like 5,000 hotspots. They're helping out and assisting a lot of people with their internet who's not got a good connection, because you know how the city is in Maryland. You know, especially down by the water.
I think they should do that for a lot of places.
I think they should do it all over. I think they should do it all over. But yeah, like I said, I mean, now the kids are going to be looked at as monitor screens. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of going to be weird, and it just takes away from a lot. A lot, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, be able to get out and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah. And then for the parents, like if you may have to go back into the office with your kids at home. Supposed to be learning.
Right.
And it's just them.
Control that.
Like, make sure you come on, get your ass up. Make sure you in there learning. I'm about to go to work.
Keisha.
And I heard that get home, find out your kid just skipped all classes.
All the classes. Slept through it.
You know what I mean?
He slept through it.
Damn, man, it's gonna have a big impact. Like to see this impact that's gonna have 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Right. That's like,
so like, what's the generation gonna be later on? Right.
Yeah. But
Cause some of these kids already dumb as a motherfucker.
So yeah, that's pretty much the last call, y'all, and we did it again. We made it to the end of another one. And salute. I want to say thank y'all. You get some shout outs. Appreciate everybody out there like supporting. I actually really love seeing the show, like actually liking and subscribing. So do all that, like, subscribe, share. Even click that little bell button on our YouTube page, because it gives you all of our, anytime new content comes out, it comes straight to you. So you know how all the algorithms work, man. The more likes and subscribes we get, the better everything gets pushed to the front. So I want to say salute y'all. Thank all of our viewers and shit. Love y'all to death. And yeah, man, we know we always gonna put the links and everything to follow us, all our social media. So please come follow us and shit. And yeah.
Yeah, and a big shout out to my man, Big Mike. Seen you on the Facebook, man. Thanks for the support, the love that you show for us, man. He's always on there, so shout out to Big Mike. And shout out to everybody else that's been watching it. Like you said, our subscribers, all our fans, anything like that, please leave comments. All our fans, everybody that's been watching us on the YouTube, everybody that's been sharing and posting it. Shout out to my man, Big Mike, once again, man. Thanks for all of that. And thanks out to everybody that's seen it, you know what I'm saying? From T.E., everybody, man, we appreciate you, Nash, Alyssa, everybody around here. Like I said, put it on your Facebook, share it, post it, so we can get some more views, get some more likes, and then eventually, like I said, because everybody been asking about being a guest, you know, if the show doesn't go, if there ain't nobody watching, ain't nobody gonna watch you when you come on the show. We would love to have guests, and we're gonna work on that, but you gotta help us out by just sharing and posting, really, and everything like that. And shout out to my Diamond Princess that was down here for the weekend, everybody that helped out this weekend, man. I really appreciate y'all.
But yeah, I guess people still on Facebook and shit. Damn, okay. Well, yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. It's another episode in the books. Please, you know what I mean, contact us, DM us for any suggestions, comments, you know what I mean, just like, share, keep subscribing, keep talking about us. We're going to keep getting better with each episode, and we love y'all, you know what I mean, and you'll always keep the conversations on the rocks, baby.